asuttuna Karjalamaa, mutta vieläkin sieltä se soimahtaa. Kun soittaja sormina kuulossa.
Säkkijärven polkkaa.
Se polkkatas meitä mieleen tuo ja se autoa kaivaa rintaan luo. Ei soittaja haitri soita sua.
Säkkijärven polkkaa.
Yep, that happened. Little old me wanted to experience my first drop party, and as it turns out, it was fake. Who would have thought? I'm 99% sure that this is karma for me trolling this one guy in the Grand Exchange. But yeah, luckily I didn't lose anything, so while I do what I do in RuneScape, let's talk a bit. Well, I think I solved the audio issue, and also the quality might look a little better because I'm just gonna in post zoom in a little bit because for one, OBS RuneScape does not record on the same resolution as OBS does, so unfortunately I also don't want to stretch out the visuals, so I'm just going to crop it a little bit in editing so that the resolution will look a little bit better than the black border on either side. So there's that at least, and yeah, welcome back. I am still milking cows. And then in between all that, I've actually been wandering into the wilderness a little bit more than usual, and apparently what I've learned is that there are some worlds, for instance up here, there's these wilderness PK worlds, and I found that there is a certain area in the wilderness, for instance, there's the bank here, and then people will PvP up here, but then they'll also PvP over by this place called Edgeville, and they'll stand right over here and they'll fight, and honestly, I've whoops, I have found that watching people PvP is actually very interesting. Not that I'm gonna do it myself, like, hell no, that's daunting. And also a little bit of gambling, because apparently people will lose their gear and stuff if they have a skull over their head, and lots of people like to do that over there, so yeah. Not my cup of tea, but watching people and cheering them on is honestly been very cool. I met some pretty cool friends by doing that actually in this game so far, so that's been nice. Do I know everything that's happening? No, but I have caught on that some people will shoot an arrow and then they'll run at you with their sword and they'll do some sort of like thing with the sword and that will like stack up damage. So you'll see like multiple bubbles of damage on a person, which in some cases one shot KOs them, which apparently there's a very high skill ceiling in this game. Who would have thought? But yeah, so that's definitely been interesting to watch and just seeing what people can do, seeing what items they can use, and running into toxicity from time to time. That's the word, from time to time. I have cheered on people, and then someone else will like follow behind me, and they start saying things, and then I just ignore them. So yeah, that's definitely been a thing. Other than that, wilderness, milking cows. I chopped some trees with a. Actually, I chopped some trees with a guy who I met through the PvP, and also someone else who was following this PvP guy. Uh, I might have interfered with their e-date. I'm not quite sure, but in the end, they allowed me to tag along, so that was cool. And in the end, we all went ahead and chopped trees at 1 in the morning, I'm pretty sure their time. So that was fun. He gave me a green party hat or something like that. So yeah, another party hat to my collection of party hats that I sniped off the auction house. Grand Exchange, not auction house. I sniped off the Grand Exchange for 1 coin, so that's cool. Another fine addition to my collection. But yeah, definitely a lot of interesting interactions you get in this game. I'm learning that, and also very not pleasant interactions. I probably am going to edit it earlier into the beginning of the video, maybe the intro or something, but yeah, I was, for the first time, I was in World 301, I think it's called. Yeah, World 301, and I was pretty much just doing some Grand Exchange flipping, and I ran into someone who was like shouting around the Grand Exchange, drop party, and I'm just like, interesting. I have seen this happening around, and I've seen people drop things in the wilderness, or in the lumberage, but I haven't actually seen like an official drop party before, so I followed him because a lot of other people were doing that, and as we were walking over, I was like really excited, and I was talking to one of my friends in private chat, like, hey, this is a drop party, I wonder where he's going, all that stuff, and they were like, oh yeah, probably in the party house, and I had no idea what that was, and so apparently the party house is in this area, like this part right here, so that was cool. And as we're heading over there, some guy was like talking about, hey, you can get bots or whatever, so you're gonna have to hop world or something like that. And I just was like, who cares? It's none of my business, but yeah, so we make it to the party room. He says to hop to world, world, 5, I think it was 577 at the time. I'm not sure why I don't see that one here. But yeah, he told us, as in the drop party group, to hop to this PvP world, and immediately the red flags go off in my brain because I have watched a few things about OSRS on YouTube, and one of those things is how scummy some people can be, and the lures is what it's called that people can do to other people. And so me having nothing in my inventory, I say, oh yeah, I'll check first. I hop world, immediately get magicked by this person standing in the corner of the party room in that world. So yeah, that was my first experience of a lure, I guess. Which brings me to another conclusion that I've had, which is, damn, people are really scummy in this game, as it turns out. Which makes me think that, like, on top of, you know, me filling up 100,000 buckets of milk, once I finish that up, or as I am accumulating wealth through the other things that I do in this game, I'm thinking maybe I want to do my own drop party, but an actual official drop party, gather a bunch of people together, do the balloons and all that stuff, and actually do something, because I don't know, that seems like something people might like, rather than it being just, fake drop. I don't know what I could possibly drop. I mean, I see lots of people dropping rune stuff, but that's also like for newer players and whatever, so I guess eventually I'll figure out what might be good items to add to the drop party, but definitely like coins, just straight up just money, maybe some armor, maybe some armor sets, maybe some sort of dragon stuff. Who knows? I'll figure something out. But yeah, I think the goals that I have in this game is 1, just have fun. 2, get 100,000 buckets of milk. 3, host my own drop party. An actual like official, not a lure, not scummy drop party. Balloons and everything, cause yeah. I think that'd be a nice change of pace from all the little scummy things I see. I've been not see, but have started to experience as I've been playing this game more. Which, my gosh, there are bots everywhere, and there are people always trying to get your money. Down to all the people like begging at the Grand Exchange and figuring out that, oh wait, they just beg, then get something, and then beg again, and then that's how they get stuff. And also people in Lumbridge who are actually like making new accounts just to get trades from people who are trying to give out trades to newer players, which is also, damn bro, you do you, I guess, but yeah. definitely not the most fun thing in the world to figure out that sometimes people don't even trust newer players because they think that the newer players are not actually new. Which, oh well, it is what it is. I'm not gonna throw up my hands in the air and revolt or whatever, but yeah. I mean, it's not like I'm accepting people's stuff anyways. Try to get my own money here, except for that party hat, but I have my own little motivations, and some of them is just, while I do appreciate people giving out stuff to me, I'd rather work for things myself. I don't know, it just feels a bit more fulfilling to do it like that. But yeah, I've just been doing this and walking around in the wilderness, talking to people. I did some wood cutting at this place by the riverside or something, and there's willows there or something like that. I got to wood cutting. I got a high enough wood cutting to cut willows, so yeah, I think I did that in like one sitting with the people who were also cutting trees with me at 1 in the morning, so that was fun. But yeah, other than that, oh yeah, from the first episode, I was talking about this one friend who was really bored of the game and just didn't want anything. Well, they did message me at some point saying that they wanted the only time that they would ever accept anything from me is if I somehow got a Bryoptida's essence or whatever it's called. I still haven't looked it up. I don't know how much it is. I don't know what it is, except for the fact that it's probably like a boss drop or something like that, as far as I'm aware. How do I pronounce that? Bryophyta. Oh, no, wait, there it is. Bryophyte. Bryophyta. 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 Used for creep Bryophyta staff. Okay. How much is it? Oh. Damn. Okay. And so they were saying, if you get that, then I'll definitely accept it from you. And so, I mean, I was going to make that one of my goals. It was one of my goals until like this morning when they told, actually no, not this morning, yesterday. They told me that they had gotten it. So I think that'll still be like a goal of mine if they'll accept it. And clearly with this, all these buckets that I'm filling up and the very kind individual who reached out to me and said that they'd buy the buckets for 3 times the amount as the grand exchange, which honestly, kudos to you, man. I don't know why you're going that far to do a meme, but cool. I really do appreciate that. It's honestly kind of hard to wrap my head around that people will actually give that much money out for something as insignificant as buckets of milk, but apparently there's collectors out there. Reminds me of the people asking for burnt food in the Grand Exchange. But yeah, I guess I'll still try and give that friend of mine in this game the essence. Once I figure out how much it is, I'll probably just Google it later. See how much it is. Hopefully it's not more than 15 mil. That'd be insane if it was, but it's probably not. By the way, yeah, apparently they're giving me like 15 million or something for this. For all the buckets, which is a lot more than I calculated. Apparently if I were to just sell all 100,000 on the Grand Exchange for the price that they're at, which is roughly between like 45 and 53 GP per bucket, if it fluctuates between those two, between that range, sorry, but if it were to sell for that range, it would be like 4 million, almost 5. But then all of a sudden this guy's saying, yeah, I'll give you 50 mil for it. Hey, I'm not gonna complain. That definitely seems a bit more than 3 times the amount, but whatever they do end up offering me in the end, if they stick around this long for it, maybe not, we'll see what happens, but if they do stick around for it, and they are willing to give me that much, I'm sticking the thumb up, by the way, up in the air, just kind of like thumbs, yeah. The pyro. Uh-huh. Sure. I'll take it. But yeah, there's also the slight inkling that this person is not being truthful in their offer, which could also happen, and they could just be using me for their own profit, because apparently people can take this milk and turn it into other products that are a bit higher up in the value. Which, then again, if they do that, good on you, man. I don't mind being taken advantage of in this aspect, because in the end, I do enjoy filling up these buckets. It's very peaceful. I like it. And hey, if they're giving me money for it, I'll take the money. 15 million or whatever is definitely a lot more than I could ever get in other ways. I mean, sure, people are telling me to kill the cows and stuff, but at the same time, if I kill the cows, I'm gonna level up. I'm going to be at a point where like anyone can like hit me in the wilderness, and at that point it's just, I want to watch people fight. I don't want to be like killed and then I have to go all the way back to Lumbridge and walk all the way back to the GE to watch people fight. Or Edgeville, because apparently it costs a few million to change your spawn point to different spots, which, ugh. I would rather not do that if I can help it. But yeah. You know, I do this and I start talking, and then I completely just run out of things to say. Hooray! We love that. But, yeah, I got. Damn it! I got nothing. I can't talk anymore. This is so sad. What is going on? What is happening? What the fuck is going on? Hold on, hold on.